Floyd Mayweather, co-promoter here this evening, in the house, watching and assessing you. Sometimes saying things during the fight. Will you fight him next?
Well,
Do you want that fight?
Tell him to come back to the ring, and then we will fight. I'm willing to fight again to Floyd Mayweather if he's willing to come back in boxing.
Floyd, you're staying out of the ring, but we got a camera there. Are you going to accept that challenge? A simple nod will do on the monitor. Yes or no, Floyd? No reaction?
I won. I know I won. I know I'm the better fighter. You fight 10 times, I'm gonna win 10 times. You fight 20 times, I'm gonna win 20 times. You fight 100 times, I'm gonna win 100 times. Manny Pacquiao he's not a better fighter than me. Nowhere around.
Now, Manny has a lot of experience, you know, at the highest level and competing at the highest level. And that makes this that much more interesting. But like I said before, there's no blueprint on how to beat Floyd Mayweather. And he can tell you.
I mean, what I see about Pacquiao ain't slick. Pacquiao ain't slick. Pacquiao ain't easy to hit. The last time he fought, he got his ass knocked out by Marquez, didn't he?
The $600 million mega fight is officially locked in, and the legendary rivalry between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao has already erupted into pure hostility. Before they even share a stage for 2026, these two icons are launching vicious threats through the media, making it crystal clear this is no friendly reunion. Manny is aggressively promising to hand Floyd the only professional loss of his career, while Mayweather coldly guarantees another boxing masterclass. The trash talk has crossed the line. This isn't about the giant Netflix payday anymore. This is about legacy, and neither man is holding anything back. I want you guys to go check out Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao, remember, he got famous because they said this could be the guy that could possibly dethrone the king. Did it happen? Absolutely not. Was he easy? Absolutely.
He wasn't easy.
Okay, so 10 rounds to 2 ain't easy.
Manny, who are the top 5 fighters you ever fought, you think?
Barrera, Morales, Marquez, De La Hoya, Cotto, whatever. Margarito.
Why no Floyd Mayweather? Why not Floyd Mayweather? Why isn't he in the top 5?
Floyd Mayweather, he's running the whole 12 rounds and he won the fight. How is that? I mean, you know, I feel sorry to the fans because the fight is boring. You know, the fight is boring. Like, that's not the fans are expecting to us. I mean, as a fighter, if I'm a fan, of course I want to see a good fight, like changing fight, not a passion show.
You have to ask yourself, what could possibly drag two men in their late 40s back into a brutal training camp? The answer is a staggering, unprecedented $600 million pot. The landscape of combat sports has shifted in ways nobody predicted. We're no longer dealing with the old-school pay-per-view formulas. Instead, the global streaming giant Netflix has stepped into the arena, aggressively pushing to create the biggest combat spectacle of the decade. They're throwing around astronomical numbers to secure exclusive live events, transforming boxing into a high-stakes entertainment machine where the payouts are simply too massive to ignore.
A cynical land grab, a financial opportunity, but if people are prepared to pay it and Netflix are prepared to put it on and people want to watch it on their Netflix subscription and people want to subscribe to it, no harm, no foul.
Well, the thing is as well is that Netflix actually obviously clearly are starting to move into the sporting arena. We've seen NFL on Netflix over the course of the last year. They've bought the rights to the Women's World Cup in 2027 in America. They've got they've just taken over Warner Brothers Discovery, and they're going to swallow up a load more content there. And
so they should. They've got. This is a natural progression. It's a natural evolution. Netflix started as a concept that used everyone else's content, and then started to commission their own content. They started to make their own films. You know, The Irishman was a film made for Netflix with Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci, and they started to build out their own content. They're now a business that has huge reach, huge opportunity, and sports is a massive passion center. It's a massive driver. Why would you not have versions of the sport. They've dipped their toes in with Drive to Survive and all the other different shows that have ultimately been in the past, whether it was them that did Drive to Survive, I can't remember. But so, and I'm surprised, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see Amazon come and play more regularly in this. And what it is, and what it should be, is good for the sports in terms of the economics that they bring to the sports. The more eyes that are on the prize, the wider the net, the bigger the interest levels come. I remember talking to Turkey Al Sheikh about Netflix, because obviously he's got an interest.
But behind the historic payday, whispers across the boxing world suggest a darker reason why an undefeated 47-year-old would willingly return to war. Rumors are swirling that the man known as Money may actually be running out of it. Explosive reports hint at massive IRS issues, alleged multi-million-dollar debts, and unpaid tabs with luxury jewelers. Even heavier is the monster lawsuit he's currently pursuing, claiming hundreds of millions were siphoned away from him by former advisor Al Heyman and Showtime Sports. If these financial crises are real, this fight might be less about defending a legacy and more about urgently stabilizing a collapsing empire.
He is owed at least $340 million and cites a complex web of hidden accounts, unauthorized transactions, and deliberate concealment of financial records as the reason he believes he's been defrauded from those funds. Heyman is not named as a defendant in the complaint, which is interesting because I misspoke and said he sued Al Heyman. He's essentially saying that Showtime and Al Heyman colluded to not pay him with Steven Espinoza, but then he doesn't name Heyman in the suit. Very odd. Anyway, it's a mess, and for those people that always thought that Floyd Mayweather had financial troubles because of the money he owed to the IRS, because of the terrible, terrible business and real estate investments that he's made, and apparently some of these have gone under, and he is owed back rent, or he is owing back rent, and he is delinquent on a lot of payments for a lot of different things right now. These things seem to have added up for Floyd, and now it's pretty apparent that not only is he doing these, bank robbery style exhibitions, but it looks like he absolutely needs to do it, which is very, very sad. Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of Floyd Mayweather as an individual outside of the ring, but I never want to see athletes have their money mismanaged or mismanage their own money so badly that they go broke in retirement, and it looks like that's kind of what's happening. And here's a snippet from Business Insider because it made me want to pay for the entire article. Business Insider is reporting that Floyd Mayweather could be facing money trouble, citing an estimated $54 million in debt, property foreclosures, multiple lawsuits piling up. Mayweather's attorney strongly denies he's in any kind of financial distress, but the headlines aren't slowing down. $54 million alleged.
On the other side of the ring, Manny's motivation is fueled by something far more personal, a ghost that has followed him for over a decade. In their first encounter, Manny entered the fight with a severe right shoulder injury, a secret that crippled the explosiveness he was famous for. He has always believed that a fully healthy version of himself would have solved the Mayweather puzzle. Now, heading into 2026, Pacquiao is shouting from the rooftops that he is finally 100% healthy, stronger than ever, and fully capable of exposing the cracks in Floyd's aging defense. For Manny, this isn't an exhibition. This is vengeance. Pure, focused, and long overdue.